Okay, so new arrival Danica has made her choice and she picked Luca. So she coupled up with Luca, which was a very controversial decision considering that he is already coupled up with Gemma and genuinely likes her. They have a mutual attraction and they're seeing where it goes. And new girl Danica comes in and plucks Luca away. It made for an extremely awkward scenario. It was very good watching, really good to see everyone's faces, people squirming, people looking stony faced, very annoyed. Luca wasn't happy at all and he made it known. He sat very stony faced next to Danica and he said he was absolutely fuming to Ekinsu, who was sat on the other side of him. And although Gemma's response was more subtle and she remained cool and smiled, I think the smile actually concealed her real feelings of understandable annoyance. I think on Danica's part, it was a very bold move, which is a tactic which has really worked for Ekin-Su. However, it has backfired with Danica, and I'll tell you why. It's all about the current placement of the contestants at the moment. I think when Ekin-Su came around, people were still kind of not firmly placed in their couples. They were wriggling around. They were open to a new contestant. Now people are a bit more closed, and everyone bar Davide, who is now split up with Ekin-Su, is, you know, coupled up and well acquainted, and they're not going to shift around now unless they have a huge connection with someone. The other contestants were also completely frosty with Danica. It was quite uncomfortable watching. Some people might feel like she deserved it. I don't necessarily. It's a show, it's a, you know, a TV show. It's a game show. But including Luca, he was initially very off with her. And when they had a chat, he was upfront about not seeing a future with her at all, and how he hadn't felt the, you know, how he hadn't felt the way he did for Gemma in a long time, and it was very uncomfortable to watch because she was still telling Luca that it would be nice to get to know him, etc. And he more or less said to her that, you know, she's a nice girl and she'd be nice to have around the villa, you know, but not romantically. He told her, you know, unequivocally that he had no interest in her whatsoever, so it was a rejection. She took it on the chin, she took it very well. She's a very confident young lady, and Luca just let her know that she had absolutely no chance with him at all. And she kept her composure. You know, you could see that she was marginalized from the other contestants, and Luca even decided to sleep in the bed in the living room, you know, which was like a silent protest at her having chosen him, rather than share a bed with her. Danica did end up putting, you know, pulling Gemma for a chat, and they spoke, and Danica did say, you know, it's a part of the process, you know, I didn't mean to kind of do that to you, but, you know, it is a part of the process, I don't regret it. And mentioned that she had to go with who she would pick on the outside, and the girls were kind of getting to a good place with each other, kind of a kind of mutual understanding, when Danica got a text saying that she had her first date with Luca. So again, you know, that made it a bit awkward again. But the date was a picnic, you know, at the beach, and it was purely platonic. It was, you know, Luca doubling down on his frosty stance towards her and saying that he did want her to feel welcome at the villa. He was, you know, really upfront. Again, like, he did make her feel welcome. He didn't apologize. He fell short of apologizing for his stance towards her at the recoupling, but, you know, he did say he wanted to make her feel welcome at the villa. And he also said, you know, did she want him, you know, who was she interested in the villa? And I think she said Jax, who she did end up speaking to a bit as well. I think it's an awkward time for her to have come in and, you know, getting to know people who are coupled up. I think some of those guys are quite happy with who they're with. So I think time will tell. Some people will be dumped from the villa, and, you know, she's immune. So I think she has a chance. If there are some new people that come into the villa, I think Danica has a chance of staying around. But at the moment, is she a favourite? Not at all. So what are your thoughts? Do you think Danica you know, did the right thing. She acted just as, you know, just the same as Ekin-Su did, but with different results, disastrous results, which kind of alienated her. But do you feel there's a chance for her to kind of make a comeback and, you know, be a successful, you know, contestant and member of the villa? Let me know in the comments below.